my wife and I don't normally talk about our Etsy shop and our Etsy business. We do commission painting, and there's plenty of people who do that, but I think we keep our standard pretty high. We have a lot of satisfied customers, and last year we hopped in the game a little late, and we're still able to make a few $1,000s. We were able to do this by basically buying miniatures from our local gaming store, painting them, and then selling them on Etsy. Most of our money comes from commission paint jobs where someone takes their mini that they want painted and they send it to us. Now, our store has been almost completely bought out. I think we have like 3 or 4 minis left that are pre-painted, ready to go. So I bought a lot of miniatures. A lot just meaning a bunch of them that somebody's selling all at once. And I bought that for $60. So we're gonna break open the box that I bought and then take a look at what I purchased. We'll see what the prices are retail online, and then I'll talk a little bit about how much we could make, and then we'll compare the cost that I paid for the mini and the cost that I could get for a retail, and then how much I will be able to make on that mini after it's painted. Let's grab the box. Okay, so to start this pricing off, let's just assume, I know all the minis aren't going to be the same size, but for the sake of this, let's just say that they're all going to be equally priced. The money is spread out. So we have $60. I think there are 36 miniatures in here, at least that's what it was advertised for. So that's $1.66, $1.67 per miniature. Alrighty. Looks like we got ourselves a wizard here. Partially primed already. So for this one, we have Brandel Birchstaff, the Archmage. It's pewter, so we're looking at about $9. Next up, oh, it looks like well, there we go. So I thought he was missing an arm, but it looks like it's right here. So it looks like they're all going to be pewter. This one, wow, I will murder that name. Orba Sinhan at $6.50. These ones are interesting. These actually aren't on Reaper, so I found them. They're interesting. They're kind of old. They are chainmail miniatures, and not just these two, but these other ones that I pulled up. These are also from the game Chainmail. Chainmail was the Gary Gygax's like earlier run of Dungeons and Dragons. Pre-D&D, there was Chainmail. I thought these at first were like Zorn or something, but I think they're called Abyssal Maws is what I ended up finding. And the prices on the more difficult ones to find, like these Citadel ones, you could find them at different prices. They're eBay prices, so take that with a grain of salt. So from here, I'll just show you guys the miniature and then put up a picture of what it is and how much it costs. The larger the miniature is, the more that you can charge for the mini itself, and then the more you can charge once it's been painted. I don't play Warhammer, but I really like their minis. Let's talk profit. So these miniatures are not at retail standards, so you couldn't really charge retail prices to sell them. But if you were to just turn around and if these were all in great shape, we'd be looking at about $255 in retail value here. Now that already gives us a profit because we purchased the whole lot at $60. Of course, some of these won't sell. Some of them are just going to be ones that we keep around here for our home game or something. But that's just selling them kind of at retail, like if you're just going to go to your gaming store and buy them. Normally, if we're buying all of these miniatures from a gaming store, full price, we're going to be taking the price of the miniature, multiplying that by about 9 or 10, depending on how nice the paint job that we do is on it. And when we paint it up, but my wife and I are going to paint these. We're going to make them look nice, and they're going to be to table ready standards. Once we have them painted to table ready standards, typically what we'll do is we'll take the price, the retail price of the miniature, and then multiply that by 10 or 9, depending on how much we actually like the miniature paint job that we did. And then we'll post it on Etsy and it'll sell. Well, when we're able to save this much, we can pass some of those savings on. So we look to maybe multiply that by 8 instead of by 10. And then you still are getting a nice table-ready miniature for a lower price than you would if we were just buying these miniatures at a gaming store. So that puts us at just under $2,000 in profit if we're able to sell all of these. If you want to check out the minis when they're done, head over to our Etsy shop. It'll be linked in the description below. And I hope that you guys have gained something valuable from here. You don't have to pay full price for miniatures. Until next time, peace.